Hi, I'm Kim de Blecourt, and I'm the author of I Call You Mine, a 6-week study on adoption. In this book, we're not only looking at adoption as it pertains to waiting children, we're also taking a look at our own spiritual adoption into God's family. We're in week 5, and this week we're looking at the rich inheritance adoption brings. When our son arrived in the United States, we had a lot of little legal details to attend to. I remember one day being jolted by the thought, oh, there was one that we had forgotten to do. We needed to change our will to include our new son. This very topic was being discussed by my children rather recently. It went something like this. Our daughter said, well, if anything ever happened to mom and dad, I would get anything, that was left. I mean, I am the oldest, and I'm their biological child. Yes, I'm sad to say she actually said that. But our son was unfazed by it, and he shot right back at her. Yeah, but I'm the son. If anyone would get a bigger share of the inheritance, it would be me. Well, when I overheard that conversation, I admit it, I was horrified. And I quickly corrected them and assured them that both of them would receive an equal share of any inheritance from us. But I also took it the next step, and I told them that their best inheritance from us was their faith in God, and actually, each other. Well, that got their best eye rolls. It reminds me of in Matthew 20, when the mother of James and John approached Jesus with a very bold question. She asked him if her sons could sit to his right and left in heaven. Jesus replied that it was God's decision who sits where. But not to let a teachable moment go by, he took it a step further. And he said, those who desire to be great among you must first become your servant. I just love that whole picture. I mean, rather than us being overly concerned about our inheritance, we should be more focused on how we can serve each other. I mean, in God's kingdom, we're all co-heirs, but the greatest among us will desire to become less. Jesus encourages us to be as humble as he was when he was here on earth. Our servant attitude is key to our inheritance. Our scripture memorization for this week is Romans 8:17. Now, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God, and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in his sufferings, in order that we may also share in his glory. Do you have a specific memory that's like an inheritance to you? Your challenge this week is to share that memory, that inheritance, with someone else. I hope your week is filled with thanking and praising God for his generous nature. Until next week, peace and grace.